Hi, Richie.
Hey, Bang. Hi, Sin.
What are we doing here today?
Speed Rune.
Speed Rune, because you have like less than half an hour, and we decided we can do another rune.
Yes, most podcasts would take not very long to discuss the runes because they're not actually very complicated. But in this case, we have to warn each other that we have less than half an hour to discuss one item in a video game.
Okay, so let's go. Which rune? We have decided the rune. We have to decide the rune.
Well, you don't have time to poll Discord. What are you going to choose?
Oh my god. Okay. Jesus.
Just choose Heir. It's the one no one cares about, no one uses.
Okay, Air. Let's go. Air rune. Yeah, today we're going to discuss the Air rune. Yeah, good.
Right.
So, let's go. The outline. We got this. Name of the rune. Go.
Heir.
Excellent. What does that mean?
Inheritor.
Okay, describe the drawing on the rune and tell us what it represents.
It's like a design. It sort of looks like a double helix thing, kind of like the corruption rune, but instead of being rounded, it's like a series of it's like diagonal lines. It's like, I think it's meant to be a whole lot of hunters' marks stuck together, like one on top of the other, because it's representing all these different hunters being connected to each other.
Yeah, it also looks like a berserk thing a little bit. You know, the berserk mark, but like also like stacked on top of each other. It also looks like a bunch of other runes. Like all runes look like each other. So like, if it probably looks like a lot of things that you've probably seen in Bloodborne. It also looks like triangles, and there are like dots around, which are also in other runes. It also looks like a little bit like a spider web or something. I don't know, like a Spider-Man sign. Look at that. You see like the Spider-Man sign. You know what I mean from the middle.
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
The symbol. Spider-Man symbol. Oh my god. Okay, well, fast. Spider-Man.
Spider-Man symbol is the spider.
No. It looks like that, I think. Oh, well, I'm imagining another symbol in my head.
Good.
Okay, so anyway, it looks like I'm sure I'll remember it. If I remember it, I'll insert it. Maybe I'm thinking of like an abstract representation of the Spider-Man symbol. I don't know. But okay, good. Thank you, Richie. Read the text in your best. I have to hurry. I only have 20 minutes. Voice.
Carol in the transcripts in human sense, he sees sentimentality in the warmth of blood and indulges visceral text, one of the darker hunter techniques. More blood echoes gained from visceral text traps. The Heir is the hunter who bears the echoing will of those before him.
Okay, thank you, Richie. Excellent. Now, what does the rune do? What is the function and effect?
When you have Heir equipped and you do a visceral attack to kill something, you get extra blood echoes.
Okay, thank you. Now, what is the location of the rune? Where is it? How do we find it? Who has it?
First one you get from Old Hunter Henrik. You kill him, he drops it. Second one is on a corpse in Yahagor, the Unseen Village, after the blood moon rises. Presumably that is also a hunter.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
Third
one of the Spark Hunters.
Second one? Wait,
third one is in the Tumaruai Hill Root Chalice.
Sorry, I interrupted you. You're saying Spark Hunters?
Because Yahagol had the Spark Hunters in and they all got killed, so maybe the corpse with the Heir rune on it was a Spark Hunter.
Okay, so it could have been a Spark Hunter. Who else was in Yahar'gul? Yahar'gul Hunters? Could it be a Yahar'gul Hunter?
Fucking everyone, because they were kidnapping everyone. They weren't
so it could
picky.
have been anyone. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, excellent.
Third one is in a Tumaruai Hill Root Chalice.
Right. Okay, excellent. Look at the text more closely. Okay. Calarune describes okay, good, done. Heir sees sentimentality in the warmth of blood and acknowledges visceral attacks as one of the darker hardened techniques. Explain.
If you inherit the will of the hunters, you understand that when you kill people and it's really violent and you get blood all over you, it's like part of your heritage. So you get extra blood echoes.
Okay, good. More blood echoes gained from visceral attacks, right? Perhaps Heir is a hunter who bears the echoing will of those before him. This is very, very Reborn. I feel like Reborn is involved in this. Could this mark have been developed by the Vongola family?
It's entirely possible.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. Heir. Also Heir. Vongola, 10th, Judaine, heir to the Vongola family.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. You cracked the code.
Okay, thank you. Now, what does it say in Japanese?
The same thing, but Japanese.
No.
Alright, this is going to take a while now to open the stupid giant document, get translated. Can you think of something to talk about while we're waiting for this to load?
Reborn is a very, very good anime. It's the best anime that is out there because it teaches you values, it teaches you morals, it teaches you about the mafia.
It certainly does.
It's also very interesting. There's some mystery. There are multiple different arcs as you go through the episodes. The characters are lovable.
There
and
certainly
nice.
are different arcs. Because whoever wrote it can't decide what it's about, and it seems to change every few episodes. This goes from a wacky high school comedy about a lazy teenager who's advised by a talking baby into a series where there is a serial killer who thinks he's a bird and preys on young women and like videos it or something. And these not even like the same series, it's the same season. The same season of a show. Those two things happen. And it's the same characters in the same locations, but the tone completely shifts. Anyway, I have the text. It says, Inheritor. Carol character. Get blood will by internal organ attack. One of the characters of Carol, which is a phonetic sound human voice, inheritance, means finding sentiment in the warmth of blood. A hunter's ugly face gains blood by visceral attacks. And then it says, a hunter is the person who inherits the will of blood.
A hunter's ugly face. I love it.
No, okay, we did find something. When it says hunter inherits the will of blood, the way will of blood is written is the same way it writes blood echoes. So it's like you inherit Shinoishi.
I'm still not over Hunter's ugly face. Who wrote these? Who wrote the descriptions? They were clearly angry when they wrote that one. Was it Carol?
Google Translate trying to intelligently figure stuff out. If you want a good example of that, if you translate stuff about the executioners, it calls them the Boondock Saints. Because the Japanese title for the Boondock Saints movie is The Executioners. So what Google has done is it has like crawled through all these things and it just interprets the word executioners as, in English that means Boondock Saints.
Frog Nation can learn a thing or two from Google. Okay, thank you, Richie. What great one is associated with the rune and which great one spoke it?
Who fucking knows, but maybe the moon presence. Because it's like blood echoes. Because it's all about blood echoes, and like the other one that you get the blood echoes from is the moon rune.
And you get it in the Yargul during the blood moon, right?
Yeah. But also so Henrik before the blood moon. So who knows?
But then Henrik.
Also, it's worth pointing Henrik is blood drunk as well.
There we go.
Because he's got like too many blood echoes. He doesn't have a doll to filter them.
There we go. Interesting. Okay. So let's say the moon, and it does look like a bunch of hunter marks sewn together.
It's like hunter marks stuck on top of each other.
Yeah, so like
because it's like a succession of hunters.
Oh,
yeah. It's like the chain of different hunters. Yeah.
No. So it would make actually moon presence. Yeah, it would make sense.
Okay. Yeah.
Have you seen this Japanese clip of this Japanese comedian or actor trying to count in English?
No.
And they're like, but they can only count to 10, so they're like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then when they have to count to 20, they're like 10, 10, 1, 10, 10, 2, 10, 10, 3. And then when they have to say 100, they're like 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. You know what I mean? And it's really funny. So this is what I imagine the moon presence like trying to speak. Like succession of hunters, or Heir, it's like hunter, 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 hunter. I'll send you the clip. It's very funny.
Okay, we're halfway done.
Okay, but we're done. We did the outline.
Okay.
Yeah. Do the outro.
I think this goes to show how little content there is. Because if we're actually focused, these are 10. The previous one we recorded, the previous one was something like an hour and 20 minutes to do fucking Metamorphosis. Because you just rambled out of control. For just an eternity, and then something's like, hang on, we got to concern over time. Let's go, let's do it. We got more. I'd say more information into 9 minutes. So hang on, let's do some calculations here. Let's do 120 divided by 9.
Well, we did 2 runes.
Okay, well, we'll be incredibly generous and go 120. We'll say 18, because it's 9 minutes per rune. So, roughly, like 2... I think... Yeah.
Thank you, Richard.
Hang on. 18 divided by 120 divided by... Okay. So, 15% of what we recorded counts. This podcast is, like, mathematically 85% just drivel. There.
Thank you, Richard. That was a beautiful outro. You can press stop now.
I think they could all be like this. This is what it could be. This is the utopia.